Last week I got an email from a guy who runs a pretty big website for 3D artists, a website that gets hundreds of thousands of people visiting the website every month, and he wanted to kind of strike a deal between him and Prospero. For those of you who don't know, Prospero is a tool that we're building right now that creates proposals for freelancers, and it's going to be launched officially this week. So he was proposing to kind of change the product a little bit to only create proposals for 3D artists specifically, and perhaps even white label it, which means putting his logo on top of our product. And he suggested all types of deals that we can do about it. And that actually really blew my brain, because it's a totally different way for us to distribute our product, which I haven't really thought about, and that can be really successful and solve a lot of problems for us. So it actually reminded me, I'm reading right now a super good book. It's the book written by Phil Knight, the founder of Nike. It's called Shoe Dog, I think, but it's one of the best books I've read in a while. And he's telling in it, the story of how they built Nike and how they were kind of chasing down the coaches of, sports teams to create relationship with them so they will distribute the Nike shoes within their teams. And these process in the business lingo is called business development, or in short, biz dev. And that means creating relationship with people who can help you either distribute your product or solve other problems for your business. And I think this is a lot of people, me included, think that because we are into creating product, that if I will create an amazing product, such a good product, the product will kind of sell itself and we'll have a successful company and everything will work out fine. But most of the time, creating a great product is not even halfway there. You have to get the product to the right people, you have to sell it to them, and a lot of other things. And business development is a lot of times helping you get those distribution or sales or other things. So I'm really excited about today. If this deal works, perhaps it can launch Prospero already to a big user base, perhaps create a lot of money for us in a kind of a short term. So I'm excited about this. Lior and me are going to meet this guy after lunch and see if we can find a good deal. But in the morning, I'm going to spend the morning designing. I told you last week that Lior kind of wrote some kind of a manifest for freelance client relationship. So he wrote a text. I'm going to try to do a cool design for that today and then head out for the meeting. All right, 3 hours in and I've finished the first run through the design of this page. Let me show you. So as always, I started by kind of doing the kind of basic structure and concept for the images on the page here. Then I took it to Sketch and I kind of did the layout and kind of an image for every part of this letter. I'm not sure about the images yet. Obviously, I would kind of rather do custom images, but I had to download them from Shutterstock because I'm, short on time and budget, and I still even haven't removed these kind of, labels, the watermarks, because I'm not really sure I will end up using them. So I want to show this to Lior and see what he thinks, and then tomorrow I'll probably buy it and, do it really nicely. And I'm also not super sure about the colors. I'm not really good with colors, so I try to steal some kind of gradient thing from here. We'll see. I think for the first run looks pretty good. Tomorrow I'll probably do a refinement, maybe fix and improve the images a little bit. I'll send this to Lior right now to see what he thinks, and heading out. Alright, so that was a pretty great and interesting meeting. I actually didn't know that 3D artists for, architectural visualization is such a huge industry, and it's super, super interesting and really cool. So as I've explained to you, this guy wants us to kind of adjust Prospero for his market, and I guess it can be done in two ways. One, like he wanted us to white label it, which put his brand on it and kind of create a template for, especially for the 3D artist, which will take considerable effort on our part, and then so we'll probably maybe have to charge him money up front and then split the revenue somehow. Or we can just put Prospero as it is and create another template for 3D artists, and if we see traffic coming from him, he will link to it, and then we'll split the revenue for revenue coming from his side, which is called affiliate marketing. So I'm not sure. Lior is going to take care of it. He's going to think about the two different deals and suggest something that's relevant. We're super excited about the upcoming launch next week for Prospero. So next week we're going to be working totally on that. And I've also shared Lior with the design that I did this morning. He actually said that it looks really nice, but actually too nice, because the text is a bit more, punching you in the stomach, and the design is kind of like super neat and beautiful. So perhaps it should be a bit more aggressive. So I don't know, perhaps tomorrow I'll try to make an iteration or revise the design that I did today. I'm gonna sleep over it. I'm gonna spend the rest of the afternoon doing email, some client management stuff, and hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you tomorrow.